Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Crunchyroll again.
Yay.
That thing that's happening that people said wasn't going to happen. The denial that Crunchyroll was actually being sold off by Warner because Warner is looking to shed some dead weight.
We called this March?
Last year. I heard rumblings last year they were either going to sell it or roll it into HBO Max or Cartoon Network or something. And now, because of the pandemic and their financial situation, they've just decided to sell it off.
No, I just love how everybody else jumps on it now.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then it's like, we've been talking about it for months. But anyway, continue.
Well, I saw some tweets. I mean, before we get into it, I saw some tweets from people associated with Crunchyroll. And I'm not going to bring them up because I don't want to drag them into it really by name. But they were in denial that this was going to happen when it dropped. They're like, don't listen to those toxic YouTubers who don't know what they're talking about. This isn't happening until we hear an official confirmation. This isn't happening. Yeah, guess what?
It's happening.
It's happening. That very expensive San Francisco office you guys are in. Yeah, well, at least you got pictures, right?
Yeah, because that was a waste of money.
Anyway, I think they're going to be merged into Funimation. That's what I've heard. That means, unfortunately, people are going to lose their jobs. It's the economy sucks. You know, what are you going to do? But this was interesting. Right after it came out that officially that Crunchyroll was going to be sold off, we have one of the general manager. The general manager, I don't know if it's Joanne Waage, Joanne W. Joanne W. says anime is still growing in international markets. Now, remember, right before it broke that they were in talks to sell Crunchyroll, we talked about this in the video. There was this puff piece that was put out to the press.
Well, it wasn't even in the press. Wasn't it the one you talking about? The one that
was the industry
industry trade. Yes,
talking about all the growth.
Yep.
And how Crunchyroll has all this untapped potential, because I think they knew at the top that they were potentially going to act.
I thought it was a sales pitch. It sounded
like
a sales pitch to me. Or please don't cut us.
That's what I think it is, and that's what I think this is too. But I think it's too late, Joanne. I think you're gone. Crunchyroll's Joanne says that anime is still growing in international markets.
What's that have to do with price of gas?
Well, it means that we still can grow in subscribers. Warner, please don't sell us. We're gonna bring it eventually. They've been around for what, 10 or 15 years?
We're gonna bring it eventually. You've been with Warner how long and you haven't brought it yet?
Warner doesn't care. Like, you don't understand. Well, it's not Warner so much. It's AT&T doesn't care. AT&T, when they're incredibly profitable, they will still cut people loose to be more profitable. They're absolutely merciless. And it's, I mean, in some ways, I'm very afraid of Sony being censorship happy with Crunchyroll. But I'm also like, you guys are probably, well, if any of you are left, are probably going to be better off over there than you would with AT&T. So the general manager of specialty streaming platform Crunchyroll says anime is becoming more popular. Speaking at TIFCOM, she said it's becoming a global phenomenon. TIFCOM.
I'm sorry, it could be so. It goes so.
YIFCOM.
I was like, go completely another way with one letter change.
Speaking at YIFCOM.
I saw that. I was like, that could go some other way. All right, sorry. I'm just being really immature right now.
Avatar State. Yif.
Continue.
She said it's becoming a global phenomenon built around essentially Japanese product. The company, she said, is focused on expanding beyond core fans to viewers not familiar with the anime medium. Celebrities, including rapper Megan Thee Stallion, who has partnered with Crunchyroll to release an anime-inspired streetwear collection, have played a major role.
And what?
Selling merchandise. No, this is called Please Don't Sell Us. Look, we've got celebrities. We've got Hollywood. What are you doing, Warner?
First of all, I mean, it's going to make me dumb, but I don't even know who hell Megan Thee Stallion is. And what's that going to do? Streetwear. Have you ever heard of Crunchyroll streetwear?
No.
I mean, I'm sure some people out there like, of course there are. I'm a general fan, which is most people when they think of the world are going to be generalized. General fan that watches Crunchyroll. We don't know who the flip Megan Thee Stallion is, and nor do we know about your streetwear collection.
Yeah. So this sounds to me like she's trying to save her job, because if they merge with Funimation, they don't need her. Let's be honest.
They only have 3 million subs?
Yes, in like 15 years.
That's bad.
Paid subs. I mean, they have more people that go there, but I mean, paid subs.
70 million registered users, yes, but the paid subs are what matter. That's what they're going to look at. They're not going to look at the 70 million users. No. They're going to look at the paid subscribers.
HBO Max picked up more than that at launch, and they consider that kind of a dud. So anyway, Crunchyroll's been fortunate, she observed, in belonging to the WarnerMedia Group.
Kiss their ass there.
She's kissing ass. Though there are signs that Japan's Sony's trying to buy signs. No, it's
signs. Bull crap signs.
They are the only signing. The only signing that's going on is the damn paperwork.
There's signs.
There's signs.
That's what it is.
Signs. Warner has had a relationship with animation going way back, she said. They have so many great characters and understand where anime is coming from. Through the Warner connection, Crunchyroll has become corporate allies with Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. Yet another important partner is HBO Max, which now offers a curated collection of Crunchyroll content.
Why do you think they're putting it on HBO Max?
Yeah, right. Having anime together with HBO's biggest titles, that's been huge. That's been huge. This, again, sounds to me like a woman trying to save her job. I mean, I'm not happy about anybody losing their job, especially in this economy. But the shenanigans with Crunchyroll, like every time there's talk of them getting sold, all of a sudden here comes some PR like, no, guys, we're really valuable. Honest, because they know.
We say so as we write our own articles about ourselves being valuable.
On our own platform, yeah.
Well, I was reading like the words at the end, and they're saying about Crunchyroll is uniquely positioned to help Japanese partners through cultural minefields abroad. You mean like you took all your money and gave it to Elation when people were mad because you didn't give it to the Japanese animation studios like you were kind of supposed to? You mean like that?
That kind of was a thing. People were very, very pissed.
Where is High Guardian Spice, by the way? We keep checking it. I never see anything about it coming.
It's gone.
One day it's going to show up probably, but I'm just like...
One day it's going to show up on, I would say, bootleg VHS, but that's not a thing anymore.
I don't know. I'm just like... where? And then they had money, and then they were trying to help their Japanese partners. They could have before, and they didn't.
They could have. Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe High Guardian Spice will become like the next big thing, and it'll come out under Sony's regime, and they'll have like High Guardian Spice wallpapers on PS5 and all of that. They'll do PSAs with High Guardian Spice characters.
When was this conference?
This was just, this article is just from a couple days ago.
So I was like, I'm just sitting here, and it's coming from them, courtesy of WarnerMedia.
Yes.
So it's coming directly from them.
Yes.
So we wrote our own thing about ourselves.
Yes. So they talked about, now this is interesting. So the discussion moved to anime's original source, Japan, where change is also afoot with animation producers and distributors moving away from a sole local focus and a reliance on physical media for profits. The audience outside Japan has become more visible, and they've had to take that into account, Waage said, Joanne. For Crunchyroll's partnerships with Japanese anime companies to succeed, she observed both sides have to think globally from an early stage with the aim of building lasting worldwide franchises, not just...
Well, that sounds like a Western thing. More.
That sounds like we want to dictate.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like we want to control what they do. That's when I mentioned that earlier. Yeah,
the co-production partners have to be receptive to input.
Wait, so they have to... Whoa. The co-production partners have to be receptive to input. Here's our idea. We have to do worldwide franchises. We're working with them, but they better be receptive to my input. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. There are simply things that, added or removed, can maximize the audience in a given territory.
So it's going to get censored no matter where you go.
Yes, it is. She added that Crunchyroll is uniquely...
I mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
Uniquely positioned to help. We have 150 marketing people across the globe, not for much longer, with an intimate knowledge of local markets. Hollywood studios can't do what we do.
Well, you basically just said that we have co-production partners. They have to understand that they have to think globally, which means they have to let us tinker with everything they're doing to make it appear. Here's the thing. They have globally been kicking at your ass without your tinkering.
Yeah, so if it were up to them, there would be a lot more High Guardian Spice.
I'm just like, but they just basically said they have to be open to our input and then make things that we can be added or removed to maximize an audiences in given territories. Change it so it'll work in the U.S. Change it so it'll work in Australia. Like I said, meanwhile, it's not a fad. You're right. It's been around for years before you dicked with it, and they were kicking your ass before you wanted to make changes.
That is true. So basically what's going on is I think, everybody's seeing that more and more people are jumping over to anime and they want to control it. Anime
is going to keep growing and Japan will continue to be the center of it. Well, that's not how it sounds. It sounds to me like you want to make a bunch of changes to make it global, but based on your ideas and be receptive to your input is how it sounds.
That is exactly it.
So maybe you should get sold to Sony because if you're going to be changed and censored either way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if it matters at this point. You know, people are like,
tired. People want to change everything because for their sensibilities.
So here's the thing. Look, it's coming. Warner's going to lay off thousands of people. I guarantee you they're selling off Crunchyroll. I have heard it's not selling for as much as what they're publishing. That they're actually selling it for less than that because it's not worth it.
That's what I've heard too from people, you know, who would know, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But they're already selling other assets off that are more valuable. They're selling off some of their wireless assets for billions of dollars. You're gone, you know. But now everybody's talking about Comic Book Resources is talking about now, like how's it,
yeah, that was funny to me.
How's it gonna affect the anime industry? I don't know. In the ways that we've been talking about for
months,
and you guys, not them in particular, but Twitter and all these people, you know, Clownfish TV is just a bunch of haters. Don't know what the hell.
And they're wrong all the time.
They're wrong all the time.
Clock's right twice a day. And it's like, yeah.
Well, yeah. So I do think Crunchyroll is going to get gone. I think this might, you know, given how she's talking, and this is probably where elation comes in. I think this might be a mercy killing, you know?
Yeah, because it sounds like they're trying to change everything anyway.
Yeah, like, I mean, they do some cool stuff. They've got Shield Hero, which is pretty awesome, but you know, I really do. But there was all kinds of shenanigans about that too. Like it was being cut out of some of the anime awards, and you know. So I think it's, yeah, they're trying. Basically, you've got the Hollywood people trying to dictate. The West is trying to dictate what Japan does, and it's not going to work.
No, they basically said so in here. We're basically going to give them. Hopefully they're receptive to our input. They need our input. They need us to make it go global. They already were global. They were global for you. So
here's what needs to happen. If Japan doesn't want to be censored by the West, they need to create their own streaming service, which the word is they're talking about it, because a lot of Japanese speak English. They could cast English voice actors if they want to dub shows, and they can control the dub.
Right.
You know,
they can control the spice.
They can control the spice. They don't need High Guardian spice. They can give us the spice directly. We don't have to go through Crunchyroll or Funimation.
And funnel it through their filters to be receptive to our ideas, to adapt to the global market. They already were kicking your ass. Stop messing with it. Yeah. It's going to hurt, not help it.
Yeah, and people are just going to do an end run around you anyway. So we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.